Hello, thanks for joining me again. I'm Kim, for those that don't know me, and I am a chalk couture designer, and I love to go through and take our transfers and put them on just everyday kind of things or things you might find all over to make your home pretty and to adapt our transfers to your design and your likes. So today I'm going to show you, I just went to Target and got this little candle in the dollar aisle and in their dollar spot. I think I paid I guess I paid $3 for it. It's just one of their fall candles, and we're gonna put something fun on that just to make it pretty for your home. And then I went and I got a white pillow cover, and I'm gonna show you another way to use our Club Couture transfer for this month. So yeah, I'm excited to show you and show you just that anything, continuing to show you that anything can be chalked on. It's a fun way to adapt things to your own taste and your home. So join me as I do this, and I hope you get inspired by the projects, and I would love to hear what you think of them and how maybe you would tailor these items for your home, how you would tailor it to your taste. So let me know if you have any questions, and if you have any questions about our Club Couture, our subscription box, and how I might help you out with that. So stick around, and I have a couple of great projects to show you. Have a great day. Okay, so I got this candle at the Target dollar spot, and I wanted to make it a little bit more fun. So it's just a little ceramic scented candle in their seasonal stuff. So what we want to do is I'm going to take one of my little transfers from my Let's Get Wicked set. So this one says Hocus Pocus, and then it's got some other little stars and stuff. So we're going to just put this on here. And I have used this one already, so it's not like fresh sticky, but if you're using it right out of the package, I would definitely suggest fuzzing it on a towel, because it is gonna stick really, really badly to your surface, being a slick surface like this. And while that's good, it's hard to pull off of the surface, and you don't want to wreck your transfer. So I am going to just make sure that, since it's on a round surface as well, that I've gotten all the little bubbles out. So there we go. So I am going to use my chalk on this, and we have our white. Oops, that was a pretty lucky little drop there. Give this a little stir. And then we're gonna do all of our little stars and dots here. You can see I've used this transfer. It's stained. It's clean, but it's stained, and it is not gonna have any effect on the use. And I've got my bumblebee here for my yellow. And we are going to, we're gonna do you know what? I am gonna grab one other squeegee. Give me 1 second here. I think I want a different squeegee. Okay. Sorry I ran out on you there. I just want some more narrow ones. So we have all sorts of different squeegees. So this is one of our regular squeegees, and I sometimes will cut it down. So that's like in a third. This is in a half. We also have our mini squeegees, which are great. It's just sometimes you want a longer, so that's great, but sometimes you want a longer like handle, so to speak, to hold on to what you got going on. So I'm gonna do my white first. So I'm gonna work from the inside out. So I'm gonna go over my letters. I'm just trying my best not to get it into my little stars. They are pretty close to the letters, so if you get a little bit, it's okay. It's not gonna be a big deal. So I've got a lot of paste on here, so I'm gonna kind of move it down to the pocus word here. Okay, and you need to work somewhat quickly. I mean, you don't need to race. It's a small transfer, but since you're working with a couple of different colors, you don't want to let it dry on your transfer. You don't want the paste to dry on your transfer, or it will pull up your paste. Got a little there, but it'll wipe right off. You'll pull up your paste when you pull your transfer up, and that would be not cool. So that would be a bummer if you put all that work in and then you messed up your little project. And with this, if I get a little bit off the edge of the transfer, it's okay. It'll just wipe right off. The paste will wipe right off. So actually, even when this is dry, I could take this off if I wanted to change the design on it. So almost there. I think just a little smoothing and we're all done. So then we peel this off. Had a little bubble there, but I'm going to show you, see, so I'm going to take that right there and wipe that off. I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that. So let me grab, I did not come over here prepared today. Hold on, let me grab my fancy cleaning tools. Sometimes on a round surface, you're gonna get little bubbles. It's just gonna happen. So I buy these little pointy, like Q-tips. And I can go in and clean that up. While I was expecting this to be a little bit quicker of a project, I'm kind of glad that happened so that I can kind of show you. So see how that, I cleaned that up already. Got another little piece right here. Just gonna crisp up my lines a little bit. There. So see that? So that is one way you can go through and just update some pretty basic little home decor items. So I'm going to show you another one. I'm going to get this cleaned up and I'm going to show you another one in just a second. Okay, now we are going to chat about ink. I really love working with our inks, even though it can be intimidating because it's permanent. I really love the consistency of them. So what I have here is I have just a throw pillow cover, okay? It hasn't been ironed, and that's okay. It's gonna work for me. And I will show you why in just a second. And then this is one of our ink mats. So open this up. I keep mine stored in this. That was probably loud. Just because, first of all, I have animals, and there is a fair amount of animal hair that floats around this place. And this is a sticky mat, so I just don't want it to get covered in puppy and kitty. So then I take off this protective coating. I'll just toss it out of the way here. It's loud. Okay, so this side you can see is sticky. Okay, so you're going to, and you can use this for any kind of fabric. So, you know, we've used them for pillowcases, we've used them for, oh my goodness, bed pillows, you know, like, so pillow covers, bed pillows, towels, t-shirts, anything. So it'll work for any of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my cover here, and I'm gonna kind of just roll this, not fold it, just roll it. Slide it inside here and kind of center it to where I'm going to want my image. So then as you're sticking this down, you're gonna smooth out your wrinkles. And then, so it not having been ironed is fine, because then in a little while, you're going to heat set it, and that'll iron with your iron or your easy press or whatever you have. And that's going to iron it all out for you. So we're gonna get as many of these little wrinkles smushed down into the sticky mat as possible. And then I have this is my Club Couture transfer of the month that I just washed because I used it, oops, got a string there, because I used it on some other things. So when you are using fabric, you do not need to fuzz your transfer because you want as much sticky on there as possible. The only reason you saw me peeling that off of my fuzzing cloth was because I was using it to dry it. So it really wasn't picking up a bunch of fuzz. It did pick up one little string, and we're gonna take that off, maybe, but it might not matter either. So we're gonna just let it be. So then I want this centered. So I'm gonna kinda eyeball it. I don't really measure. So pretty centered. So this is what, and I don't always use this small of a transfer on a pillow either, but I thought this would be really cute on there. So the other thing that I so love about the inks is you have so much time to work with them because they don't dry fast. They actually, you kind of have to help the inks dry. So they don't dry super fast. So what I'm gonna do is I have chosen a few colors here, and I'm still kind of deciding how I want to do this. But I'm gonna set this to the side while I open my inks and stir them, because I do not want to get that on my fabric, and I've been known to be just a tad bit messy. So this is the silver. You can see it's so like, I don't know, I guess the only word I can think of is luxurious. It just feels so nice, and you don't need to put water in the inks. They just stay really nice. I just love working with them. They smooth on really nicely, and they're just really super nice. So, and this is my kiwi. I believe this color is no longer available, but I have a ton of it, and I thought it was a great Halloween color. See, look at that. Isn't it just yummy? I don't even know what to compare it to. It's just kind of silky, and I don't know. Okay, I'll quit talking about inks. Then I've got my black. And you actually don't even really need to stir these. I just kind of like to. So the black, it's called Black Velvet, and it is truly velvety. And then I have my Bumblebee, and I didn't bring another stir over, so let's just, oh, here's one. I do have one. I thought I planned ahead a little bit here. So then this is the Bumblebee. And it's just, I just love how they feel. Okay, so enough of that. We are going to, I'm deciding, because I want my bats to be black. I kind of wish I had a purple ink, but I don't, so we're gonna just go with it. So I want my bats to be black. And then I really want to use a lot of that green. I think I'm going to do the words all in the green. And then I'll go in with the yellow. So you're getting the whole process here, so bear with me. I think I'll go in with the yellow on the dots and the silver on the star things. So let's just do it. It's fine. Let's just do it. We're gonna just go for it. So let's do the words first. So what I say, I wanted those green. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Oh boysies. This is gonna be green. Yes it is. You just, I hope you can see how easily it smooths on. And with the inks on the fabric, just because it adheres a little differently to the fabrics, you kind of want to keep it just going. You don't want to go over it and over it too many times. You want to kind of keep it going just really one direction when you're going over each part, just so that you're not like scrubbing it back and forth and messing up any of your lines. It works better as far as a cleaner image that way. So you just don't want to go over the same area too many times. How about that? Does that make more sense? So, ooh, I almost made my back green. That would not have made me happy. Oh well, I would have just gone over it. It would have worked. So, and it takes hardly any. It really does not take much at all. Like with the chalks too, but I think the ink actually takes less just because of the consistency of it. This canvas is soaking it up a little bit, this canvas fabric. The benefit to the inks too is, I mean, you can always chalk on canvas, but once we heat set this, it's going to be permanent and you're going to be able to wash these covers. So, and all you're going to do to heat set it is after the ink is dry. So either dry it with a hair dryer or something, or let it sit usually overnight. Usually it's 24 hours or so. It takes a while. The ink stays sticky and it really takes a while for it to dry. I know I said not to go over these too many times, but I keep finding little areas I kind of missed. And after it's dry, you're going to heat set it. So you're going to use your iron on it, the hottest setting that your fabric allows. And you're going to iron it with a piece of parchment paper for 4 minutes on each side of the fabric. So I would iron it on the front with a piece of parchment paper and then flip it inside out and iron it on the other side with a piece of parchment paper for 4 minutes. Just kind of going back and forth, and it really does a nice job. So I've done t-shirts. Oh, we've done makeup bags, little travel bags and stuff. I've done all sorts of stuff. It's really fun. So you can do onesies and for babies or bibs or all sorts of things. Okay, so then let's go through and do our yellow. So what did I say? Dots. Yeah, because they're going to blend in with that green too much, so we're not going to do much yellow. So there's that. And, you know, we'll see what this looks like when we're done. That's kind of the mystery of it all. So, do the silver. It's kind of a funky little color. I really like the transfer. I think it's really cute. So if you watched my video, my last video when I used this, I told you all about Club Couture and how you can be part of the monthly subscription. So once a month we get a one-of-a-kind transfer. It's $20 and they send you this, the company sends you a transfer and paste packets so you can make up a project with it, and it's really, really fun. If you'd like to get some more information about that, let me know. Just comment below and I will get you information. Or you can go to my website, which I will link below as well, and you can check that out. Sometimes the silver needs a little extra paste, or ink rather. I kind of like to just make sure it's on there a little thicker. It just being a lighter color, it needs a little bit more help sometimes, so I like to make it a little bit thicker. And then, so you can see too the benefit to the ink. See the chalk, I would have had to have had this transfer off by now. But the inks, you have so much more time because they still are so wet. So, let's see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. That is really nice. I might go in, I have a thought. So let me grab a couple other little things and we might go in and add some more stuff. So hold that thought. I need to get this ink this ink to transfer, you need to get it in the water right away. And then I'm gonna be back with a couple other little things, so hold on. Okay, so I felt it needed a little bit more. So I've gone and gotten another transfer from that Let's Get Wicked pack. So I just washed it because I had used it. So let me make sure it's all dry here. I want it to stick as well as I can get it to stick on this. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna randomly place, I've got my little bats. So I'm gonna just give it some more bats. I could go through and put more of these bats on it, but I just thought this might be, actually I think I want it up here. Maybe I want it here. You could go through and use the bats from that transfer. I just thought I had this one, so I'd use this. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the bats. Just give them all a good coating of the black. And then, ooh, I got stuff on me. Don't want that on me. So then I'm gonna get, I think I'm gonna do a combo here. Maybe I'll do all yellow. We'll do all yellow. Who knows? Well, who really knows what this is going to look like when we're all done? Because I'm kind of making it up as I go along. Which sometimes is good and sometimes is really bad. But I think it's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be really bad. I already know where I'm going to put this little pillow. So I'm going to set it underneath, like on the bottom shelf of my little coffee cart, because I think it'd be really cute sitting down there with some other stuff. So then I'm going to lift this up. I've got ink on my hands. I'm trying to be really careful. And just kind of do a couple more. I'm going to use this to kind of press it down. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Give the bats some love here. More ink on the back than I do on the front. And give them some love. I just think some extra little guys on here are kind of needed. I am a mess. My hands, oh goodness. I'm not sure how I seem to do this so well. Make such a mess. I mean, just a second, I will show you this squeegee. Just look at this squeegee. I mean, I'm making a mess. So we'll take this guy back up. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then let's do one. Oops, that was almost dangerous. Let's do one more up top. Right there. Might be a little higher than I wanted, but we're gonna go with it because I'm afraid to lift it at this point because there might be some ink on the back. I'm being rather brave doing a white pillowcase as it is. I don't need to push my luck too much. We're just going with it. Going with the flow. Okay. And then the yellow. So you could take this up to whatever degree of chaos you want it on here. Decorate it up as much as you want. But oh, I like that. I am so glad that I added more stuff. I think that that makes a big difference. So excuse my arm there for a second. I need somewhere to put that for just a second. So I am going to go get cleaned up. I'm going to clean my transfer, and then I'm going to wash my hands. And I will come back and I'm going to take this, the ink mat out and get it all ready and show you. So I will be back. Okay, so I just wanted to come back and show you this all done up. So I went through and I heat set it. couple of things I wanted to be sure and let you know about was when you're heat setting it, don't use steam. Use a dry iron with your parchment paper over the top. I also, on pillows, like to put a piece of, as soon as I take the ink mat out, I like to put a piece of parchment paper inside. So I use it on both sides, just so that if there's any wet ink still, I'm not pressing it into the other layer. So you can see it's all dry, and I can wash it now. So I've got the pillow form in. I think it actually turned out really cute. Yeah, it's kind of a smaller design on this pillow, but I think it's really cute. And I also think that all of this just done in white would be really cute on like a black or a purple or a different color pillow. So I really like it, and I'm glad I went back and added just a few of these little bats just to have a little bit more size to the design. So I really like it. So I just, oops, apparently a kitty got to it already. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the finished product. I'll take some pictures and post it so you can see a size reference, but it's a pretty good size pillow. It's a 20 by 20. So it's a nice size pillow, and nice and fluffy. You can see it kind of gaining its width back. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it. So thanks for joining me. And check out my information. My Facebook page and my website are going to be linked down below. And let me know, what would you have done differently with this? What colors would you have done differently? And how might you have made this your own? So let me know. I always love to hear more ideas. So have a great day. Alrighty, bye-bye.